Hamburg's still free. Free and independent, kind of. Actually, Hayate, the way it worked is starting as Lubeck, you get Hamburg as part of the trade league for the Hanseatic League trade league. But then when you actually form the Hanseatic League, which is a new formidable tag, then anyone that was in your league becomes a vassal, and then you can interrogate people peacefully. So Bremen, Hamburg, Riga, Oldenburg, they're all free and willing members of the Hansa, which has come back in kind of a big way. We're one of the real powers in Europe. In fact, we are the third greatest power right now. So you're welcome. Full money-making mode. You mean normal? Yeah, kind of. Finally, all I have known is pain from Ben raiding my hometown all the time. Hamburg's been a loyal member of the Hansa. They've been doing good. Yeah, I should probably go and deal with them. I mean, Bremen has a ridiculous fort, so it's not going to fall anytime soon. It's probably a level 5. Yeah, it is. Good luck with that, Mr. 5-cannon army. Oh yeah, London. I probably should core that. Well, these Portuguese colonials are actually putting up a bigger fight than France were. They're doing more damage than the French ever did. Oh, it's because my armies are so split. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I mean, Bohemia is still pretty much fully sieged down, but Bavaria will be soon too. Both of the war leaders are now on low. They still have 100,000 men more than we do. How's Ottomans doing? 26. What about France? France is on medium. I wonder, with a surgical strike against the French, whether we could knock France out. I mean, Poland and Lithuania are doing some serious damage to the Ottomans right now. And I'll bet that if... Ooh, Spain really is the victor out of this. They took some out of... they took a bite out of France. Not recently, though. Oh, I can't actually get to France. Never mind. Oh, but you know what I can do? A little bit risky. No, you're going to continue hunting enemy fleets. Now, where's my Baltic fleet? That's you guys. You lot are going to blockade enemy ports in the North Atlantic. Go. I want you blockading France. And we'll knock him out of this war through war exhaustion. Should have done that a lot earlier. Let's send some troops down and see what we can do about Bavaria. If we can keep Bavaria happy and in the war and fighting, then we should be golden. It's just a question as to whether we can do that. And we'll keep the main war fleet on hunt enemy fleets. No, we're extending those loans. Our inflation is going to be horrible, but worth it for the stuff that I took from this war. We're actually getting bonus from the 82 battles, and it's a +2. 82! Well, it's not that I forgot the blockading, it's because for a long time they had a lot more ships than I did. And in fact, they still outnumber us in terms of heavies. But mine are just so strong. And also we're consolidated. More than half... In fact, 2/3 of the heavies that is on their side is Ottoman, and I don't think the Ottomans will come out here. So it's primarily Portugal we're fighting, and that's something we can definitely deal with. These are my light ships fighting, which is fine. My light ships are actually really good at fighting. Thanks to my policies and thanks to, I think the Hunter gives some. No, light ship cost. Right, I just have 35% cheaper light ships. That's it, I can just produce millions of them. And I also have a plus 15% combat ability. Plus very good naval tradition. Alright, so let's go jump on... Oh man, that's a long way. Lunchut. That's going to be Le Bon Paul to do the actual sieging. And Austria is still fighting pretty hard, that's true. And they didn't take any forts, they only took a couple of the outlying provinces. So if we can siege this back, then we may stand a chance. More ships are on their way in. All you gotta do is hold. Flagship sunk. Oh, damn, I forgot the flagship was still in that fleet. Whoops. No, don't run. Oh, the warships are right there. Well, we'll catch their fleet and sink it, so it's not the end of the world. 12 heavies against 11. This is the biggest naval battle yet. Printing press gives benefits. Since the invention of the printing press, more and more books about an ever wider range of subjects have been published. We can now see the benefits of this, since knowledge spreads faster and more ideas are appearing amongst our philosophers and natural scientists. Well, hopefully we can sink the French flagship soon. I mean, yeah, they've already lost 7 of their heavies. We've lost none. 8. I mean, most of them have run away, admittedly. Portuguese flagship sunk. Of all of the ships in the Portuguese navy, none was more highly regarded than the Entrada de la Misericordia. Yes, it sounds properly miserable to me. I upgraded the flagship, but I did mean to add it to the war fleet rather than the blockade fleet. Ah! Siege of Blanchard's done. Is that... Yeah, that's mountain. Can we get to that? We can. Don't know why, but we can. 5 ships captured, one of which was a heavy. Haha. How is Austria doing? Austria's on medium, so we really need to stop them losing any more territory. If we can. Alright, Bavaria's coming back in. And we're now at 5%. France is going lower and lower. Armies are about to arrive. What's this territory? Forest. Fine by me. Still gives us the advantage. And it's against Portugal's colonials again. They do have some reinforcements down there, but they're not coming to reinforce, so this is going to be rather one-sided. I'm actually quite impressed by how many Portuguese colonial forces are out here. Like, they've been heavily invested in this war. The Wealth of Nations was the first great work in political economy and the cornerstone of what later became known as laissez-faire. Philip Alters introduced the concept of the invisible hand, the intrinsic ability of a system of perfect liberty to control itself and still give rise to an orderly society through the mechanism of competition. That sounds like very good business. And we've already got 97 prestige, so I'll take the admin power. Thank you. And there we are. Victory is ours. Huzzah. Oh, Novgorod's arrived. Hi, Novgorod. Welcome to the war. 7,800 in debt. And enemies are now besieging at Cell. But Cell's where I've got my ramparts, so have fun. 83% fort defense. 1.5% attrition. Oh no! What? Why? Right, now we've lost. Rebels. They don't have any forts. Sod. Actually, France will peace out soon. 1 for 1, Poland for France. It's not the Ottomans. The Ottomans are down to medium, though. 17. Am I stubborn enough to win this? Probably. It really depends on whether the massive coffers of the Hunter can hold out for this long. There goes France. And suddenly... No. Manpower difference is basically unchanged. They still have 100,000 more than us. If the Ottomans are out, we win. I don't think there's anyone on our side. Oh no, Austria. If Austria goes out, then that's a big blow. Oh dear. That's a large Bohemian army, which I really need to do something about. In case they're coming here. Which they are. Ah, I forgot to merge. Damn. Consolidate these guys. We outnumber them. We'll take damage early on. But we are winning. There we go, victory. Okay, so you guys stay there. You go and lift that siege, and then we'll go and help take Eshtal back. And try to keep Austria in this war. Because we are winning. Like, this number is growing. No, don't leave. Damn. Yeah, I don't have any manpower, really, to do anything with this anymore. Oh man, that was a fort. Bugger. And this is their capital. We really need to get that back. Alright, we're going to need to do something a little bit dangerous. We are going to need to send Bjornvar here. And you here. Dividing my forces in a way I really don't like, but we're basically forced to do it. Oh, bugger, their army's back again. Well, as long as you can get on top of that, it's fine. And as long as we win this siege before they win, it's fine. And while that army is distracted on Lundshut, he's not coming into this mountain fort. Worth. We are in a hurry. Even the mercenary manpower is starting to run a bit low. It's going to take a long time before we can hire these mercenaries once more. Sindrin! Fun fact, Mordred's tea has a really tough time at his house. It gets mugged every day. Nice. McGregory, thank you very much for the follow. And Lucas, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Franconia will peace out soon. Ottomans are at 16. Austria, 27. Okay, Austria's in. They're in for the long haul. Unfortunately, I now need to protect Austria against the Ottomans. They've given up on my fort. Cell was too much for them. I'm very sorry to hear it. I'm not sorry to hear it. And there it is! It's over! Westphalia, I'll bet. Yes! Westphalia. I'm okay with this. The war of religion in the Empire has ended inconclusively, and the two sides have assembled in the city of Munster in Westphalia to sign a compromise peace. According to the terms of the Peace of Westphalia, the confessional faith of each shall be determined by its ruler, according to the principle of whose realm, his religion. Bohemia will cede Pilsen to Bavaria. Bohemia will give Kurs Czechiani to... Oh, Bohemia gave in to Poland. This deal will establish religious peace in the Empire. Peace will cost Bavaria 14. Nearly 2 million casualties. Yeah, it was... It was kind of brutal, not gonna lie. They lost 23 heavies to my 5, 99 lights to our 37, 20 galleys to our 1, 84 transports to our 12, 226 ships to 55. Then they lost 931,000 troops to our 957,000, so we actually lost more. Even though we were outnumbered by about 150,000 throughout. Thankfully, our side had the incredibly deep Hanseatic pockets, which I'm pretty sure without which we would have lost badly. Alright, let's get rid of the mercenaries, because actually, no, let's not. Ulster needs to be kicked out. We also need to reorganize our navy. We can definitely get rid of one of the mercenary units. So who has the less manpower? You do. So we're going to get rid of this army. Independent army, you did good. Then the Grand Company, you can have Bjorn Var instead. We'll send these guys back up to Lubeck. And then I'm going to select a ship. Zoom in so we can just about see everything. I'm just going to select absolutely every boat I have, with the exception of the transports, and tell you to come to Mitteljetland. And now we can start converting more. Let's go for Akershus. Oh man. That was a really fun war, actually. I do like the League Wars in this game. Big surprise, Mordred sides does well in naval war. I know, shocking, even though we're outnumbered 3-1 at sea. It was interesting when Shen did the League War as Hussite Bohemia. He got a piece of Westphalia because he couldn't be Protestant League leader, so he ordered all of his vassals and his armies to avoid fighting in the war at all. Interesting. And yeah, most importantly, we got Copenhagen and London. That's true. Now for the Hunter Depression. No, this is when we leverage the money that we've probably been lending ourselves, let's be honest, and have a massive economic miracle. That's how this works, right? Oh, war taxes. Why didn't anyone tell me war taxes? That would have saved us a lot of money, actually. Especially the mercenary maintenance, minus 5%. Growth of the business of draperies. Base production in Lothian. Excellent. I mean, I probably should have turned it on at the beginning, except for the fact that I was behind in mill tech, when the war broke out. And I needed to catch that up as quickly as possible. But as soon as we did, I should have turned the war taxes on. That was a bit of a mistake. Alright, let's group all of you. Let's move you guys. So this is going to be the Baltic trade fleet. I'm going to split you in half. Then we're going to have the North Sea trade fleet. So you go ahead and protect trade in the Baltic. You go ahead and protect trade in the North Sea. In fact, might even not necessarily need you there. Because we've done such a great job of consolidating all the money closer to home, we could potentially even send you... actually, no, we have no naval base out there. You couldn't do it. Can't reach. Never mind! And then the galleys, we're going to split out the heavies. We're going to send them to Colding. We'll send the galleys to Rostock, which has been their naval base throughout. We'll mothball the heavies, that will save us a bunch of money. And probably the galleys as well. I'm not expecting any big wars in Europe for a while. Rumours say the sailors come back in a trip sick like hell, and the ones who don't die on board infected the whole of Reeb with their disease. Quarantine, definitely. Too few rivals. Yeah, we killed our rivals. England and Denmark, gone. So we have Bohemia, France and Poland. Well, it's definitely not Poland. Poland's been our bros along this entire craziness. Bohemia really doesn't like us. Austria is still very positive. You know what? I should definitely improve relations with you. Ooh! Ooh, 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 ooh. You know what I also need to do? Begin integrating. And in honour of Hayate being here, I think the first new member, the first willing member to join the Hanseatic League proper as a council member. I need to come up with a proper title for this. Going to integrate, I think, Hamburg. Because you are worth a ton of money. And money means votes. So we're going to go to Hamburg. Oh, need to improve relations with you first. We can do that, and we can start building a spy network in England. We'll send you to Bremen. So we're going to get Hamburg and Bremen at the same time, because my Diplo relations are that good, or Diplo reputation is that good. I can do this. End of the English Civil War. Parliament has won, alas for the king. Government has become a republic. A protectorate parliament government reform. So Cromwell won. Is it Cromwell? It is. The Lord Protector. So I'm going to move the army up to Holstein. And you lot can basically just drill there. Now, how many divisions is this? This is 24. I think I'm going to keep about 30 ships. So basically any cogs that we have can be deleted. And then brigs, especially if they're damaged. Okay, let's send you to Ayrshire. Then you can walk across into Ulster. You can start drilling. Alright, good. Still losing money right now. That's because you have not mothballed. You have not mothballed. We are only 3 ships over the limit, so I think that's fine. No. I would like to... Who's making me more money? 12 ducats, 23. So the Baltic fleet is going to get the Admiral for the extra maneuver bonus. Still losing money. Alright, after this battle, we will have to drop maintenance of the armies. Oh, no. You know what? I'm an idiot. I'm still defensive editing. I can be doing local trade power. Hello, money. Have I really caught everything? Yep. Alright, so trade income is currently 69.68. And it becomes 74. Oh, we're still short. Just. And it's almost certainly because of these guys. Now, one of the first things I do want to do is start bringing in more infantry to this army. And yes, I know that's going to cost a bit of money. I think I might even bring in the Marines, seeing as they did nothing during that entire conflict. There's just not enough of them. When there's 2 units, they can't really do much. Alright, Ulster's army is being defeated, and then I think once we've retaken that, we can rely on the home armies again. Does Ulster have a fort? No, it should. But not right now. Okay. And in fact, let's bring Bjornvar into this army, then have you on autonomous rebel suppression for a short time. Oh, we can't do it overseas. Oh, honestly, this isn't that bad. London's going to be the worst place, and we'll just ship in the troops when we need to. No. There we go, making money. Let's drop that. We're paying a lot of interest. Do we have anything which can help with this? No.